Please help me welcome to the stage our moderator for this evening, Chief Meteorologist of ABC News, Ginger Zee.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a pleasure to be with you all again here in New York City celebrating that. One more applause for that episode. We are finally getting into our Outlander. I am going to stand because I need to make sure that everyone knows and hears these names that make you all so happy and are about to give you so many new episodes. So let's go ahead and invite to the stage Meryl Davis, executive producer. Come on out. Looking radiant in orange. And Katrina Balfe, who plays Claire. I think there, and I'll be there. I'll start making my way this way so no one gets confused. Because the next up is Sam Heughan, who plays Jamie. Right here. And please welcome to the stage Sophie Skelton, Brianna. And finally, Richard Rankin. Roger, come on out. Well, everyone looks absolutely fantastic tonight. The episode, how'd it feel, y'all? How'd it feel to watch?
It's hard to watch.
Still?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, we've been a long time since we shot that, right? I mean,
We were all so young when we shot that.
and you forget some of the stuff that went on, and but it's so nice to sort of go back to that period and, to be honest, honestly, seeing everyone else's work as well.
And to be here.
And then
This
to be
is
here.
so cool.
I know Sophie had mentioned that she had seen that the episode was out, but that you hadn't seen it yet.
So we all got sent the link to watch it, and none of us.
Yeah, I don't think
could log
any
in.
of us have seen that before.
I watched it.
We're actors.
Our computer skills are not fantastic. So yeah, that was our first time too. So thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you. Yeah.
How has
Do you
the
like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so. It was a different experience watching the show with all the fans. I have not yet done that. That was special. How has the week been in New York? How's everybody doing? The orange skies and all. Everyone all right? Lungs are good?
It feels like something epic, right? For the.
I feel like who's it? Sadie in that jail. You know, I think I need a drink, somebody.
So when I interviewed Diana a few years ago, and I was talking about her way of writing, she talked about writing as a kaleidoscope. In season 7, how is this kaleidoscope going to fall into place?
I always get the tough questions. I want to defer. I mean, this is such an epic season. I mean, obviously it's 16 episodes, but we have jam-packed every episode. And I mean, just watching this one right now, and you kind of forget all these things that are coming, so exciting, and the ending. But I mean, this show has so many colors this season. It's for everyone up here and all of the rest of the cast, everyone has an amazing storyline. We have multiple storylines, multiple time periods. It's epic.
8 episodes now, 8 in 2024, and another 10 in season 8. We have a lot of Outlander left, yeah? But when you do have an end, because when I've done this with you and when we've talked before, we didn't know, and it was still kind of out there. Is there more pressure? Are there more rewrites? What changes when you know there's an end?
I mean, I feel pressure for season 8. I mean, this season was, you know, I think the writers, and shout out to the writers because we miss them, stand in solidarity. I know Matt wanted to be here, but of course we feel pressure for the last season. Obviously, when we want to stick the landing, and we want to do right by everyone and right by Diana and the fans, and there's a little bit of pressure. We've been in the writers' room until the writers' strike started, so yeah, I feel it.
When I had the honor of visiting the set and seeing you all there, we talked a lot about weather. This season, as you were shooting, maybe it's kind of juggling your mind here, were there any memorable moments that Scotland gave you?
It looked very sunny where you were. You're on the beach.
So This is-
lovely.
Not giving me a microphone.
Hello, hello.
You can still project.
I think
over-
there's an extra. I thought this was for me.
I actually thought that was deliberately.
Probably
I was just going to
Chili's, but
spare you all my.
They saw last
my
night. That's what
humour.
happened.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah. Happy, sad, confused. Don't let Richard
Classically
speak
trained, do you know?
over again. Yeah, I was just gonna commit to the voice there, you know. It was very sunny where we
You
were.
were on the beach.
I did
Yeah,
look
I'd
quite
forgotten all
sunny,
about.
although I did
We were on the
hear-
beach a lot.
We were on the beach a lot.
Well, these guys are
and-
going through mist, fog, atmosphere.
Yeah.
We're like sunning it up on the beach.
Although I did hear, and I don't know how true this is, but apparently special effects take away the condensation that comes out when it's so cold. And I was like, hang on a minute, we're suffering and it's freezing. At least show it. But no, I mean, we had really cold temperatures over Christmas. It was absolutely freezing. And Brianna, for one, always seems to be dressed for spring. So that was interesting. But the main thing that we had to fight with was the tide, actually, wasn't it? Speaking of the beach. We always seemed to be shooting at sunset when the tide was coming in, and we had to keep running to rescue the children from the tide and running back.
Get swept away.
Yeah.
Safety third.
Good story. Don't let a story be stopped by safety. Why? Okay, so the animals are pretty important to the fans. I know there's a lot of movement, not just in time periods, but in Wilmington. It's not like you're bringing the animals with you. Will we fall in love with new animals in new places this season?
Oh.
I know.
Are there new animals? Do you know something we don't?
No, I'm asking just widely.
I think a dog and a cat are enough.
Yes.
Our kids sometimes behave like animals, don't they?
Yeah.
You've developed a thing for goats,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like a
No,
goat.
Richard.
which
you
we can't
developed
we
a
can't
thing
go into.
for goats. Do
can't
you want
go
to just
back.
do your goat noise
No,
now to save
absolutely
everyone
not.
the build-up?
No.
This is a
No, I'm
non-
much more sound of mind than I
It
was.
is a
last night. No, no.
non-spoiler evening.
I mean,
Sorry, Mara?
we do have
No
similar
spoilers.
We do have similar
spoilers.
horses on the show, and they
Okay.
go through season to season. And obviously, we have classics, Pinocchio. You see the White Horse. We have Sleepy, and what happens is we dye them different colors.
Oh.
So they get they change the colors on the mane, and then you don't know it's the same
Sam?
horse. Shh. Sorry, it's too much information. It's the same horse.
See, I thought the animals might take us somewhere. I want to hear the goat later, though. So for Sophie, William and Brianna William's around. What storyline will we
Rachel?
see intertwined there between the two of you?
Wait, who's William? What?
He's my brother. Don't freak out.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
It's been wonderful actually. There's a lovely, well, I don't know how much I can say really without getting in trouble. That was very sneaky. But yeah, obviously Brianna knows that she has a half brother. And growing up, I feel like Brie had quite a dysfunctional family to say the least. I mean, her mum was working so much, they had an estranged relationship.
Ow.
Wow.
I did the best I could,
were great, you were
okay?
great.
We did the best we could, right?
You know. And yeah,
Send her back to the future. I mean,
yeah.
What else am I supposed to do?
Any more dads lying around that I need to know about? Even just knowing that William is there is a dream come true for Brie. And then should she meet him, it would be great.
You said in one of the teasers, Sophie, also, it's like a brand new Outlander. How so?
It is. I mean, I just think we've got so many new faces who are in there, and so many old faces coming back. I mean, it just feels epic. It feels like Katrina had said in an interview, it feels kind of like the biggest one since season 1, both obviously in size, given that there's 16 episodes, but just in the magnitude of it. I mean, we've got epic battle scenes, there's heartbreak, there's loss, there's new people, there's reunions, and so it just feels like Meryl said, like every episode is so full. It's like its own movie in each ep, and it's just, it's epic.
With all the new faces coming in, is there at this point, years and years later, sort of an Outlander onboarding that happens? Do you have something?
Initiation?
Yes. I don't want to say hazing because that's not. You wouldn't do that. I'm just saying.
Didn't we say there was an
Onboarding.
initiation last night? Didn't he have, what was his initiation? The hair, oh, your hair, that was it. If your hair falls out or gets dyed or permed, you're in.
My hair hasn't fallen out.
Season 8, bro.
You get older too. That happens in time. Richard, the trailer shows the astute viewers have found a tunnel scene in the trailer. They say they see. I'm just following y'all. I watched some things that they make. And in the books, many of the fans know that there will be time travel. So, if you time travel in this season, smile.
You're very sneaky. And I won't fall for your trap.
You've
And
al-
you
Is that a smile or a
Wow.
grimace?
I thought that was a pretty...
Ah,
Good
for interpretation,
Was
right?
that
'Cause
time
Meryl
travel?
told me, what was it you said?
in the van, I was like, but
Yeah.
I mean, you've also attacked our weakest link over here. The one,
Yes.
I mean,
Straight
the
away.
one that is the most likely to cave
That's
is
why you didn't get a mic.
What the what? What the fuck?
you are the most likely to let spoilers slip of
That's absolutely only recently true. Up until very recently, Sophie could not.
Hey, don't drag me down with you. I had nothing to do with
Just
it.
say, that's
To be
cheap.
fair,
That's
actually,
cheap.
it was a season 6 premiere, and we both gave a major spoiler at the same
Yeah,
time.
we were very good at it.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the spoiler?
Nice try.
Oh.
Richard?
Yeah, I'm
There's a
not.
tunnel.
I'm not doing it.
In the trailer, though, you do have a line that says, "It's just been an honor to be your family," or something like this. So that feels like a goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Right?
Who makes these trailers? Give them grief. Right, Richard?
Oh, it's Meryl's
Yeah.
fault now, right?
I mean, I just looked that way. That's
You're the weak link.
it's you know what? It's all up to interpretation.
Right. Katrina, you've been asked a lot about directing. Congratulations, by the way. I know you have done some, you will do more. We all assume you're directing yourself. What part of it do you look forward to most, and what will challenge you?
well, the challenge that Balf one is apparently really, really difficult. No, I'm super excited. I already have directed some second unit stuff, which was amazing. Got to direct Sophie, John Bell, Joey, Izzy, Charles. It's so fun. It's just using a different side of your brain, working with the crew and the cast and the writers and producers in a different way. And they've all been super supportive, and it's been really great. But yeah, the workload's going to be slightly daunting. There's some people I haven't worked with yet. And of course, that's going to be really interesting to see how that goes.
Do you talk to yourself in a different voice? You're like, Ms. Balf, you better do better in
I
this take.
stand in a corner and I argue with myself for hours.
Yeah, it's nothing new then. Yeah.
Maybe instead of action, it's Jesus H. Roosevelt Christ, right? I mean, a suggestion.
Nobody has time for that.
Sam, let's talk about Jamie, not just in looks maturing, because we see that, right?
Oh yeah, he's maturing. Yeah.
He is maturing. But even in what we've just watched, we are seeing him change. I feel like in a scene that we watched, and I won't describe any of it because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's now streaming and hasn't seen what we've just seen. I thought he would be a bull in a china shop running back there, but he doesn't do that.
It's interesting watching that back. So I remember Lisa, our fantastic director who did the first 2 episodes and then came back later on in the season. We were talking about this, and he is like a bull throughout this whole episode. He's uptight and his shoulders are up here, and he's just like, I've got to fucking get her back. And then when his her salvation comes, in the form of Tom Christie, which is completely unexpected. He does relax. But he's a force to be reckoned with in this. But I think he's also got so much to lose. I think obviously he's lost Claire before, but this time, I don't know, he's more frail. And he does look a little bit older, I agree.
So let's you and I then talk, William, because we are watching and assuming through the trailer that Jamie says, I'm not going to fight my son. I'm not going to be on the other side. But then we see you're fighting. So is Jamie charming enough?
It says that in the trailer?
It does. Is Jamie charming enough to then perhaps get William and John on his side?
Oh God, Meryl, stop looking at me. Jamie is on the side of the rebels, and Lord John Grey and maybe William are on the other side, maybe. So there could be some interesting drama to be had there. Ginger.
So wait, if we just say maybe before everything, do we get
Yes,
spoilers now?
that does it.
Dear God.
It's all amongst friends. No one's going to tweet anything here.
I'm
right?
trying
No
to
one's
know.
gonna say anything,
Yeah,
are
right.
they?
It's a very closed room.
It's a fantastic storyline. It's another love story, the unrequited love of Jamie and William. And, you know, Jamie's always wanted to be part of his life. And I think, you know, we have incredible actors coming into the show, and getting to work with everyone is good. So yes, that storyline could maybe be really interesting.
The historical figures have gotten a lot of attention. It's always exciting to see who you're going to bring in. I saw a great, Katrina and Sam, you were talking about, you were trying to get to Benedict Arnold, but we're calling it Arnold Palmer.
Oh, yes.
And then both landing on that it is indeed iced tea and lemonade, which is what older people often drink. So I feel like
I mean, not just older people. That's like my favorite
it's
drink.
like one of my favorite
Yeah.
drinks too. And they were like, why would you drink that? And I'm like, I love that. What other figures that have drink names or not might we see?
Well, some that we've previously seen
Yeah.
before. We can
George,
George,
GW.
George,
GW.
Okay.
George is in there.
George is back.
George is back.
I mean, I'm trying to remember who else is. Oh, yeah. Yes, sure.
Monsieur Lafayette. Yes, you know, little New York street
Yeah.
named after him. Who else have we got?
Oh my God, I'm blanking. I'm not sure. You'll have to watch. I just don't even remember who else we see. But
It is cool. You know, I
Yeah.
think that's one thing that, you know, from the books and from Diana, just weaving this story around these real historical events. And when you get to bring in those real historical figures, it's such a cool, fun thing that we get.
And also, it's a little bit of a history lesson. I mean, both for someone who's American, but also perhaps for the rest
Yeah,
of you.
learning the difference between Arnold Palmer and
Yeah.
Benedict Arnold. It's great.
So wait, it's got lemonade and it's...
It's so tasty.
Iced tea and lemonade.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
The Arnold Palmer.
There's no alcohol, Sam. That's why you're confused.
Oh, I see, right. Pass.
There's Lucy and Ricky, there's Ross and Rachel, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, but your fans are sure that it's just Jamie and Claire. That you are,
No offense, Brie and Roger.
Yeah, we can go. Because it's like way past drink time.
right?
I can just...
We're almost there. But truly, as time goes on, like any marriage that goes on and you have to reinvent it, what do you do both between each other as people and between the characters to make that relationship fresh but realistic?
And you can't say maybe.
I'm not quite sure what the question is.
When it comes to chemistry,
How do we keep
how
it
do you keep your
fresh?
chemistry fresh
How do you
but
keep
realistic?
your friendship?
I don't know.
know.
I mean, look at us. Do you think there's a thought that lasts more than 10 seconds
No.
ever?
No,
We're like goldfish. It's like, oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
we get given some words, and they're great words, and then we say them. No, I mean, look, we've been in this together for a long time now, and it's been an incredible journey to work together and to grow as actors, and also have our own lives outside of it. And it really is, you know, we have this shorthand when we work together, and likewise with everyone else now. You know, it is this big family, and I guess we've also got all these memories now that we're not having to create ourselves. We've lived these lives with these actors. So as each season goes past, I think also this relationship also grows. Maybe.
That's what I was asking. I was watching an interview with Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey on a late night show. It was probably old because it was from Dumb and Dumber. And Jeff Daniels was showing how he gets into the character of Harry, how he kind of goes, and then all of a sudden he's Harry. Do any of you have that going into your character? Do you have like a
Richard?
ritual that you do? Richard?
Why me? No.
No, you just are Roger.
No.
You don't have to
no,
get
no.
into.
I have many secret rituals and incantations, which I say in the morning. I get up 3 hours before I'm picked up, just to kind of slip into Roger.
Do you
Takes a lead.
slip
He's
in
such a
easily?
complex and rich character. There's a lot to get a handle on.
I do remember
I
way
don't know why
back.
I looked over here.
I remember way back with Tobias Menzies. I just feel, yes, a big round of applause. He was fantastic. I feel like he did this kind of like thing backstage. Did you remember that? No, he's sort of like kind of like a boar or a wild animal.
What was this at the end of season 1?
Yeah, maybe after.
Yeah.
Well, but Richard does his goat, right?
Oh yeah.
So you do your goat, don't you?
No, we're not going down.
John
that.
Bell, do you have
No, no.
anything? You get it? No. No, wait, no.
JV?
Yeah, what do you do,
A hair
JB?
flick?
No.
Where is he?
He's right there. I can see
the
him.
bar.
He's right there. John Bell is
Oh, yeah.
right there.
No, he's hiding.
There he is. John Bell, everyone.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Stand up.
Yeah.
JB, do you remember when you...
Oh. How do you get into character, JB?
JB, do you remember when you did your hair flick in the trailer and it came off? Thank
That's
you.
it.
There we
you
go.
Yeah. Justin Bieber Peaches. What?
Yeah, who knew that Justin Bieber was, was helpful for getting into a Mohawk character? Or Tay-Tay, which I've been exposed to on a very regular basis.
She helps all of us.
She helps, yeah.
That's the content I was looking for. Thank you. If you could hand these down, I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago at Comic-Con, I had you all read Outlander lines in accent. I asked you to do New York, but because people are coming in here from all over our nation and beyond, I was hoping that you could potentially pick an accent if you don't like that accent. And New York is the default, but read it in this.
Oh, God.
Boy, we've not drank enough to do this. I don't.
Jamie for me.
You were so good last time.
All right, who's
Yeah.
going?
Go on then, Richard.
Oh, do I have to be from New York?
I mean,
Dave.
you could switch them. You can choose another geography if you'd like, another
Roger
dialect.
is from New York. People live and die by their words. They shape our thoughts and deeds. Often they define us. Like bullets once fired, we can't take them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, Bobby
So-
De Niro.
Warm
Yeah.
up.
Sophie, if
All
you're
right.
all right, I chose.
Rihanna's Southern, so you gave up Jamie for me. Now I have to give him up for you. I wasn't very Southern.
It's good.
Going with it.
I quite like that. This is Jamie as a surfer from California,
Oh, yeah.
but he's speaking Scottish.
It's tough.
I have no idea how to do this.
Skip the first
I
I.
love that my agents are all in the front row as well. They're all going to drop me after this. Oh, I believe Sassenach. It would have been a good deal easier if you'd only been a motherfucking witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That was amazing.
Oh, God. Oh, on your feet, soldier. Take me back to Lallybroch.
Oh, that's good.
Claire's from the
Minnesota.
Midwest.
Brilliant.
I'm from the Midwest.
Fargo,
so that was
right
my
there.
favorite.
Ginger, Maryl's not getting out of this.
I am what we call behind the camera, not.
I don't know.
Katrina,
Nah.
that's very nice. Thank you. All right, let's do some fan questions. There are so many great ones. You all truly love this show, and you have some of the best. I should have just done all of yours, but let's start with Peekaboo Jen. She says, Sam, given your understanding of Jamie, the other characters in Outlander, and the overarching story of Outlander itself, and your wonderful ability as a writer, would you consider writing a script for the final season?
Well, no. No, I'll leave that to real writers. No, look, I enjoy, I've been very lucky to have a book series, and I did my memoir recently, which was really fun, but no, I've got so much respect for our writers, which are obviously, we all support them right now in the writer's strike, but also, Gabaldon, I would not even dare write what she has come up with, so no, but we could do one by committee, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Harold's face says no.
That will be the very special musical episode of Outlander.
So we are doing that.
Confirmed. Maybe.
Season
At Wakeful Wife asked Katrina, one of the most refreshing things about Claire is that she's a woman of middle age who is vibrant, very much her own person, and still very sensual character. What sense of responsibility do you feel portraying a character who represents that demographic?
I think it's amazing. You know, I think it's great that we get to explore different aspects of her as she ages and like things that come into that. I mean, I remember a conversation Meryl and I had. There's allusions to her having menopausal flushes, and I was like, we should really lean into that. And they didn't quite want to go that far into it, but it's cool. I think it's great.
Sophie and Richard, in a recent interview, and this is from the other SH, I'm sorry. In a recent interview, Sam said that Power of Love by Celine Dion was a song that described Jamie and Claire's relationship.
That's right.
So, which song describes Roger and Breeze?
Oh, it would have to be something so dorky. What would it be?
Yeah.
A Hard Day's Night. Help. I'm joking. I joke.
Is there a song called Divorce now? Let's throw that in.
Yeah? RESPECT.
Tell me what
All the old
Come on, there
classics
must
you
be
knew.
a, huh?
Hey.
There must be a Tay-Tay song or a
I'm thinking,
Bieber
don't worry.
song. Or what's that other guy?
The Tay-Tay
Harry
song would
Styles.
be You Belong With Me.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll take that. Sing
Yeah.
it.
Um,
Sing a little bit for us. Come on.
she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts.
Yeah.
She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's us.
A Chaotic Octopus asks Sam, what season 7 set souvenirs should we expect to pop up on your bookcase?
Oh, yeah, God, I don't know. Look, I really do want to keep some of Jamie's clothes and I want to keep his boots. I've said it before. So we do have one more season to go. So I can't steal too much just yet. But mark me. Meryl, I am, on the last day of shooting, I'm going to walk off set and I'm going to just keep walking. And I'm not going to get undressed and I'm going to wear 14 sets of clothes. All of Jamie's clothes are going to be in my wardrobe.
You should.
Well, apparently Richard wants your jacket, so you
No,
might
you're not
have to
having
have
them.
a little...
Fine.
Oh, come on. Give me a jacket. You've got enough really,
Swap-
really
I'll swap
cool
you.
clothes.
Swap-
For
do you
what?
swap-
What am I going to give you?
Your beard.
Okay.
Roaming Karen asks, if anyone has a scene that you would like to shoot just one more time, what would you change about that performance and why is it that one?
Giving birth, and I wouldn't have these two next to me.
You cannot ask for better support
Yeah.
than Sam and I.
For anyone who doesn't know the story, Brianna obviously gives birth this season, and I've done a lot of research on the noises that are stereotypically made when women give birth. And it's actually quite an animalistic sound. So after my many YouTube videos, these two are next to me whilst I'm giving birth, and then come take like 20 or whatever we were up to. And they then just proceeded to give me different animals to do each take. So they're next to me, and they're like, this time be a frog. And I'm like, I don't know why I gave you an American accent, it just tell my story. But yeah, so...
You're very good at the frog.
Still me, I'm not-
It's
So if
called-
you hear Brianna making strange noises while she's giving birth, that's why.
Do you know what that is? That's teamwork.
Yeah, it is.
That's
We're gonna have a
that's
contest. If you
inspo.
can identify the animal, then you win the jacket.
Win a prize.
Well, give us a few
Looking
then.
forward to the birthing scene. Thank you. LMB, who had great questions, asked, in terms of mannerisms or personality traits, what is one thing that you've given to your character and one that you've adapted from your character into your own life?
What? I don't know. What do I do that's very clear?
What did you do that's very clear? I don't know. I don't think you do. Does she have any clearisms?
I mean, she likes drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but which
No, you're
came
good with
first?
the medical stuff now. I feel like
You're,
if
quite, you're
anyone
very
has a
good at the
cold-
medical stuff.
I feel like if anyone has a cold on set now, Katrina's like, I've got some oregano tablets, I've got some, you know.
Some lipospheric vitamin C.
JB apparently said that I've adapted Claire's look of death occasionally.
That works. Any of you? taken anything? Inadvertently, even?
I feel like I've taken one from Roger. No, not a bad thing.
No, I'm sure you have.
Well, Roger would be the one who would like correct everybody's grammar, and that's like my tick. I feel like I have to.
Oh yeah, you do actually.
do that.
When you do reply by text, you do correct people's grammar.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I haven't forgotten.
I'm sorry, Sam. Did I miss your 10 voice notes?
We did this last night.
Yeah, I do that. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but I can't help it.
Corinne asked for Katrina. She loves your interpretation of Ave Maria. Your singing voice is fantastic. Do you have any plans in that direction? Are you going to now record an album?
No. Very simply no. But how cool. Sinead O'Connor, first of all, like, and I now maybe, I'm petitioning that at least I'll be somewhere on this like soundtrack so I can say I've been on a soundtrack with Sinead O'Connor and then my life is just complete.
Let's see. Rich Notions asked, when you read season 7 scripts or when you read them at first, what was your first reaction? And did you go back and skim the books for some context?
I mean, this season especially, when I read, there's a specific scene in, I think, episode 2 that just really gave me goosebumps. And it's really amazing, actually, once you get to season 7 of a show to still be surprised and shocked in a pleasant way by the writing, especially when it is based on books. But there's a particular scene and it just gave me goosebumps and I started welling up. And every time I read it, I well up, which just speaks volumes for the writing on the show.
Actually, I would say like episode 2. So much happened just now in this episode. Episode 2, I think, is really, there's so many amazing scenes, and it really is, I guess, the catalyst for some things that happen there that really, I guess, moves this story along and changes everything for the Frasers. But yeah, every episode is just so full, isn't it?
I watched 10 minutes of the second episode and I had to stop because it was too much. it was a lot. I was going to mess this up. You were going to say, Katrina?
No, I just, as the guys are saying, there's so many, I mean, as the season goes on, there's a couple of episodes where just like the shock of what is happening and having to go back and reading it in the book and being like, okay, wait, how do we do this? You know, I think there's lots of things in like the season that are like that.
TV series asks, what 18th century practice or thing do you wish that we still had today?
Not the leeches, no. Horse riding?
We kind of still have that.
We do.
Leeches, though. I did leeches on my finger.
You did leeches on your finger.
And if not, if we don't have an answer, that's all right. He also asked, what 21st century technology would you like your character to use? An event or experience a person that you want them to meet, and explain why. It's a big question.
A jetpack.
Roger with a jetpack.
Roger and a jetpack. I think that'd
Where's
be
he
pretty
going?
handy.
That's
Just
dangerous.
all over the place, really.
Just imparting his wisdom everywhere he goes. Preaching to everyone
with
from
his
the
wee
sky.
book, with his wee Bible on a jetpack.
I love
Get it from A to B like that. It would be much more efficient. Not so great for the the environment.
You could distribute all the pamphlets that
Yeah,
way as well.
by air.
Aye.
Great.
Have you heard of God? It's good, yeah.
It's an electric jetpack. It's fine. The question that was asked more than anything was, okay, we're going to be excited for all of the following episodes, but we really can't imagine how the story ends. Can we get a film a la Downton Abbey, post-series?
I mean, it depends if we keep everyone alive. Just kidding. We would never do that to you, Diana. It just, of course, the door's always open. It depends on these lovely folk and Sony and Stars, but never say never.
Who's directing?
Yeah, maybe.
As we wrap up, anything else you'd like to say? This is the kickoff of the second to last season. Your fans are all here in this room. Let them know.
I think for any show to even get to 7 seasons is incredible. To have kept the loyal fans, we are so appreciative. And not only that, but for the fandom to even be growing is amazing. So thanks for you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. Hope you enjoy it.
It's so special to share it with you tonight. Honestly, we hadn't seen this episode. It's hard to watch sometimes, but even watching it, I was just like, oh my God, the sets are really cool. Look at the costumes. Like all the other people that work on the show that don't get, acknowledged or a round of applause. I mean, I want to say a huge thank you to them. And also to our new cast. They are fantastic. Wait till you see what they do this season. They're incredible.
Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for being here. I think you in this room know, but we have to say, 1 week from today, season 7 of Outlander premieres on June 16th on Starz. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your night, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
everyone.
so much.
Thank you.